Today I'll be showing you how I achieved this look using my favorite products of 2017. If you want to see what I used, what I loved, and how to get this look, keep on watching. Getting started with my favorite eyeshadow palette of 2017, I'll be using the lighter shades from the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette to start shaping out my crease and creating a base for the rest of the look. I absolutely loved this palette. I traveled with it everywhere this year, and I'm really excited to get more use out of it in the year ahead. Starting to deepen my crease with the redder shades in the palette, I'm blending these out with a 235 brush from Smith Cosmetics. I picked up a bunch of brushes from them during their Black Friday sale, and they are hands down my favorite thing that I purchased this year. The brushes blend out product like a dream, whether it's foundation, eyeshadow, what have you. They're so soft, you can tell they're made with such high quality, and I'm really looking forward to picking up more of their products in the upcoming year. Here I'm just using progressively darker and deeper colors to build up my crease and start building out the outer third of my eye. Not doing anything too exciting here right now. I'm just kind of doing almost a light smoky eye look. These Stila shadows, guys, they are so fantastic. This is the Shimmer and Glow formulation in the shade Kitten. I tend to prefer the shimmer shades over the glitter shades, but they're both fantastic. They have a nice small doe foot style applicator, so you can apply them directly to the eye. Helps get a kind of sharp line, so you can do almost a cut crease type of look. I don't find that I have too much trouble with any fallout as long as I do most of my blending before I put these shadows down. This is the 115 foundation brush, also from Smith Cosmetics, and I'm using it to apply my Fenty foundation in the shade 150. This brush is a really unique shape, like most of their brushes, and you are supposed to paint the foundation on almost in a paintbrush vertical stripe pattern, and then turn the brush on its side and use it to buff in the foundation. This Fenty foundation was my favorite for the year. I wore it on my wedding day. It lasted a good 12 to 14 hours for me with only minimal creasing. It can be kind of drying, so I like to make sure that I've moisturized really well before wearing this foundation, but ultimately I've gotten great use out of this foundation so far last year, and I look forward to seeing what is going to come out of this brand in the year ahead. I'm going to be starting off by bronzing my skin with these liquid bronzer drops from Bare Minerals. I got these in a Sephora subscription box in 2016 maybe, and I love it. Kathleen Lights also talks about these. It looks kind of scary when you first put it on, but it blends out like a dream. I prefer using my beauty blender over a brush, but it just has the most beautiful undertone to it, and it's got just a little bit of sheen. No sparkle really to speak of, but it just gives the skin such a healthy glow. I will even wear this on days when I'm not wearing foundation, just to give my skin a little something extra. Using the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the shade Light Bronzer, I'm going to just be setting that liquid bronzer that I used and just deepening it up a little bit. This shade is a little bit too light on me to use on its own, but I love using it to set other bronzing products. This is my saddest makeup purchase of 2017. This is the Kevyn Aucoin Sculpting Powder in the shade Light. It is the most amazing contour product I've ever used, but it is so expensive and so tiny. The product is very highly pigmented, so it will last forever, and it is a beautiful, just cool enough undertone, and it's just the right amount of contour for fairer skin tones. This is the part of the video where I realized that I screwed up and forgot to apply my concealer, so decided to pop some on even though I've already started doing my bronzer and contouring. This is the NARS Soft Matte Concealer in the shade Vanilla. I absolutely love this concealer. I've never been a huge fan of the Radiant Creamy Concealer, but this is beautiful. It's got a great finish and doesn't crease in my under eyes. And I'm just setting that concealer and then lightly setting the rest of my face with the Cover FX Translucent Setting Powder. I love this. I love it even more than my Laura Mercier powder, and that's really all I have to say about that. Quickly doing my brows here using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in the shade Dark Brown. Nothing new here. This has been one of my favorite brow products ever since I first tried it. Setting my brows now with the Benefit Clear Brow Gel. Love this stuff, keeps my brows in place all day, and it doesn't make them too hard or crusty feeling either. Taking this blush shade from the Becca Cosmetics Sunchaser palette, I'm going to just pop a little bit of blush on my cheeks. I actually loved this entire palette, but especially this blush shade. I believe it's called Apricot, and that's exactly what it is. It's a fairly matte shade. It does have a little bit of shimmer in it, although that might just be some dusty fallout from Opal sitting right next to it. But the bronzer in this palette is fantastic also, and it comes with a little mini Opal highlighter. Finally got my hands on the Wet n Wild highlighter in the shade Precious Petals, and using this to highlight all the high points of my face and just kind of put it all over the place. I absolutely love this highlighter. Everybody's been raving about it since it came out, and the hype is real. On my skin tone, it's very similar to Champagne Pop, but a little bit less glittery. It's great for everyday highlighting look, but it can be built up or applied wet for a little bit more of a blinding glow. Quickly lining and filling in my lips with this lip pencil from Bite Beauty in the shade, I believe it's 22. These lip liners are great. So they are a wooden pencil, so they do require sharpening, but they're soft, creamy, and come in a great color selection. And then I'm topping that off with Dose of Colors liquid lipstick in the color Stone. I'm obsessed with this color, and Dose of Colors liquid lipstick is one of my favorite formulas. It doesn't make my lips feel dry, it doesn't transfer, it's fantastic. Quickly tight lining with this eyeliner pencil from Tarte Cosmetics. Tight lining is a great way to just add a little extra impact, and it helps blend in with the false eyelashes that I will be applying later. Quickly popping on just a little bit of liquid liner on my lash line, again just to help conceal the lash band for the lashes I'll be applying in a minute. Giving my lashes a quick little curl with this Tarte eyelash curler, and then popping on a quick coat of L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara. This stuff lives up to the hype. Even the regular formula is really long wearing and does a great job of adding both volume and length. Quickly popping on these Ardell lashes. These are a great dupe for the House of Lashes Siren lashes, which were my favorite of 2016. These are just great lashes. They're really comfortable. They have a nice invisible band, and I'm using the House of Lashes clear eyelash glue for this. Just dipping back into the eyeshadow palette to re-intensify the color on the outer corners and lower lash line, and to make sure that the Stila shadow is really blended well into the matte shades. I'm using the first shade in the Jaclyn Hill palette as my inner corner and brow bone highlight. Popping on some of this olive green liner from Pixie Beauty, which you can get at Target. These eyeliners are so creamy, they're fantastically pigmented. I have a couple of their colors and look forward to getting more use out of them this year. Just quickly popping on some MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash Mascara onto my lower lashes. This is the only mascara I will use on my bottom lashes. It doesn't smudge. It's fantastic. We'll never get rid of it. And that is the finished look. Leave me a note in the comments and let me know what some of your favorite products were in 2017. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to see more. Look forward to seeing all of you more in 2018. Hope you all have a great year.